Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining this masterclass on Salesforce Loyalty Management. We're going to explore how Salesforce has created a system to revolutionize how customer can be retained for businesses. So this masterclass will aim to explore Salesforce Loyalty Management on a high level, to discover how it has been used today in different businesses. So we will highlight the core features, program design, and the real-world application. So bear with me as we go through this. On my agenda today, I don't know how much I could actually introduce myself more than what Babatokbe has done, because I am a student of this community and I am still learning. So all thanks to the vision that he had for a lot of immigrants in this community. So I will kind of give a little bit background of myself, and we will go through a disclaimer that we have created as a Blackforce community. We also give highlight of objectives of this program, and overview of Salesforce Loyalty Management. Why should you get into Salesforce Loyalty Management, and what advantage is there for you in this ecosystem? And we will go into the org, where I will be showing you how Salesforce Loyalty Management functions, how it's being used today, and what you need to understand in terms of the setup and permissions and everything you need to call yourself a loyalty manager. All right, my name is Adesanya Ihimidu. A lot of people call me Ade, and I am okay with that. Even at work, they call me Ade. I am a tech lead solution designer with TD Bank. I didn't join as a tech lead or a solution designer. As we have been told, that will be, a conversation for another day. But I have about 20 years experience in the tech industry, and I have traveled far and wide. I came into Canada about 7 years ago. And when I discovered Salesforce ecosystem, that's proved to be the game changer for me, because it has been upward movement in terms of personal development and also growth, even in terms of my career. So I am grateful to be here. I recently completed my accreditation, for what I've done, my knowledge, expertise, because at work, I work in the loyalty management and data cloud space. So I use data cloud to kind of target specific customer demography that we then create loyalty management programs for. So that's what I do on a daily basis. So when I took the examination, I became an accredited loyalty management professional. So today, let's look at what this disclaimer is all about. We are presenting this presentation contains forward-looking statement about, among other things, trend analysis and statement regarding future event, anticipated growth, and industry prospects, and Blackforce strategies, expectations, or plans regarding Salesforce product releases and enhancement being taught in our cohorts. These achievements or success of the matters covered by such forward-looking statements involve risks, uncertainties, and assumptions. If any such risk or uncertainties materialize, or if any of the assumptions prove incorrect, results or outcomes could differ materially from those expressed or implied by these forward-looking statements. Simply what we're saying is we are enthusiastic about Salesforce products. Well, we are not the we are not the owner of this product. Their vision could change, over time. So what we've anticipated to happen might actually be different materially. All right, let's get into it. The objective. Why are we doing this? What are we trying to get out of this masterclass? We want everybody in this community to understand that there is opportunity out there that we have not really explored. And that's not is not to our fault, not because we are not looking. It's just that the way Salesforce has positioned loyalty management, it is not in silo. It is to complement other products. So this is why we say that introduction to fundamentals of loyalty management and its strategic importance for businesses using Salesforce. So for example, let's say you have your Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, Commerce Cloud, whatever cloud that you have that you've purchased from Salesforce. If you are dealing with customers or businesses, you can actually add loyalty management to it in order to perform a certain service for you to be able to retain your customers, because essentially that's what loyalty management is all about. And now we want to give you a little bit of background of loyalty management, especially loyalty programs. This is a program that has been around for over 100 years. Has it evolved over time? Absolutely. It's gone through a lot of development. And up to today, and by history of what we've seen, it is not going to go away. So this, no matter how businesses actually evolve, no matter the development we have, the essence of being in a business is to be able to attract new customers and to retain existing ones. And because of that, there will always be a reason to maintain relationship with your customers. Today, we are surrounded by a lot of loyalty programs. As you would know this from this picture, a lot of us, if we are in Canada, we know about PC Optimum. I am one of the users. I'm a member of this program to the point that if I'm out of fuel and I'm looking to actually refill, or I would be looking for SO, because I want to get my points, because you can redeem that point maybe in store for service, for product, for anything that is part of this reward program. So we are surrounded by loyalty programs. With that being said, how are businesses tracking this? So if we say we are surrounded by a lot of loyalty programs, are there challenges? Absolutely. And what are the challenges? Businesses have difficulties, maintaining customers. I don't know how many of us would have actually made up our mind that we will not patronize a particular business because before, maybe you go there, you experienced bad service, or maybe the quality you received, was just not what was promised. So for this reason, a lot of businesses are losing customers. They have challenges retaining customers, that have been part of the business for some time. They have difficulties, personalizing business. I mean, their reward programs as well, because if you have customers and you don't have enough data about this customer, you don't know what the customer likes. You don't know what they like to do. You don't know anything about them. And because you don't know that, then you are blindsided. Even as you create reward programs, loyalty programs for your customer base, you won't know exactly what might interest them. So do you also have difficulty of measuring your return on investment? Absolutely. Because if you have programs and there's no adequate system in place for you to be able to manage it appropriately, You won't know if your program is successful or not. So with all these difficulties, problems comes opportunities. And this is where I believe that Salesforce has really leveraged their platform. Salesforce, with the pool of tech stack that they have, they are able to now use the customer data, that's especially the one that they have in data cloud. They're able to now leverage that to now say, okay, we have these customers. We know what they want. We know where they go on holiday. The other time I had a friend who was telling me that because he used to travel at a particular time, in the year, businesses, especially the credit card, they know what to actually push to him to say, okay, it's time of the year again. Do you like to do this? Take advantage of this. This is the power of loyalty management. When you have data of your customer, you know what they're interested in, and you'll be able to then apply appropriate loyalty program to those customer base. So how LM solves key challenges. Loyalty management is crucial in business. As we have said, it focuses on retaining customers. There's nothing more a loyalty program is doing. Is to engage customers, is to have customer, return engagement. It builds lasting relationships and lifetime values. So I don't know the industry in which many of us are, but I know people in insurance, banking, telecommunication. There are many programs out there that they keep, rolling out in order to keep engaging. Because if your customers are not coming back, interacting with your brand, then you are probably losing them because somebody else is talking to them. So what is the essence of coming into loyalty management, Salesforce Loyalty Management? We'll get into that shortly. I will be sharing this slide, this information. I have some embedded information here that I know will be useful for our further reading. This particular image here talks about, true customer loyalty drivers. People want to save money. They want good customer experience. And here, if you look here, it says why customers participate in brand loyalty programs. Because they want to save money. That is the winner of the day. 57.4% from the research says they want to save money. And if you look at 37.5%, they want to receive rewards. So if you know what your customers want, then you know how to actually get them. So that's the beauty of loyalty management. Now, coming back to Salesforce, how is Salesforce solving this problem? What are the core features that Salesforce has provided for us to be able to do this? Before we go into the org, I will just walk us through some of the processes on the slide. For example, you need a program. If you want to get into a loyalty management, what is the program all about? Can you create more than one program? Absolutely. But every loyalty program, every loyalty experience is tied to a program. So you need to customize loyalty program and align these programs with business goals. What are the things business wants to achieve? Are you trying to nourish your existing customers, or the goal is actually to attract new base of customers, or you want new generation, new people coming into Canada, you want to be able to catch them before they are being, snatched by other people, other businesses. You want to identify what is the goal, that you want to roll out this program. When you've done that, then this is where you now need to know what type of data do you need from these customers. And if they are existing customers that you want to create, you want to target. For example, let's say you live here in Ontario and we want people who are living in Mississauga for a particular promotion, then you want to create that target audience. And where's the best place to do that? You do that in Data Cloud, because that is where you have unified individual data. So you can leverage so many tools that Salesforce has provided. And after you've identified your member, you need to manage them effectively, because that is where the key is. If you have members of a promotion or a program and they don't think they're getting value with the engagement they're getting from you, trust me, the loyalty program is already failing. Then you need to set up your loyalty experiences. What does that mean? Create personalized loyalty experiences that will foster deeper engagement. You know, as I said earlier on, you don't just create, you won't create for example, let's say you're selling hiking equipment, and I'm not a hiker. If you put me in a program for people who needs to buy hiking equipment, it's of no use to me, because you are not targeting my interest. So you need to create experiences for your customers that is part of what they say, is part of their profile. So that's important. And you also have partner ecosystem. What does that mean? For a loyalty program to be expanded, you need to partner with other businesses. In my workspace, I know we have a lot of partnership with different businesses, be it Starbucks, Uber, so many businesses that including airlines, whereby we have these. If you accrue points from these partners, you can redeem them anywhere. That's the essence of having a partner ecosystem. It means that, depending on the agreement and the type of partnership that you have with them, you will be able to manage experiences across all boards. That means if you interact with a particular brand, you are inadvertently engaging with my business as well. So you need to have that partnership in order to increase the scope of your program. Moving on from there, we also talk about different touch points. I talked about the power of customer data cloud, how seamlessly you can integrate with loyalty program. Here you have a loyalty. This is a loyalty application. It can be integrated with Service Cloud, Commerce Cloud, Data Cloud, Marketing Cloud, GDS system, point of sales, so many different touch points that this loyalty management can actually be presented to customers. So understanding that this application is available in the Salesforce ecosystem, and then it has this seamless integration, it gives you power, because you have customers that might actually be on mobile. They don't go on the website. Because they have a mobile, you can reach them. And the thing is, you have real-time capability to be able to do this. As you launch it in loyalty management, you can present it to customers in near real time. And because you have this unified view of your customer data, you can personalize it. And that is the power of loyalty manager. And that's what makes loyalty manager to be distinct from many other applications that you might have out there. Moving on, because we want to get into our org, I'll quickly walk us through the flow. In loyalty management, as you set it up, you need to set up your program, set up your tiers and reward system. You need to create promotion to target, because as we said, promotion under a particular program, you can have many promotions. For example, and I'm going to use Blackforce, as an example. Before I came into this, I actually intended to create a program for us that will be centered around Blackforce, which is a common language that we all speak. So, but because of time constraints, I could not do that. However, in the future, that will become a project for us to work on, because Salesforce has a use case Blackforce has a use case for loyalty program. For example, the other time Abatope was referencing, was saying to us that CDP members can actually become, shareholders. What does that mean? It means that if you have participated in this loyalty program, because it's a loyalty, you've studied here, but every year you keep that interaction going, that engagement keeps going. If you've done it for a number of time, then you can have lifetime value with Blackforce. That's a loyalty program. Means that you need to be part of this for a while. And then after the system discovers that, oh, you've done this for the number of times that has been set in the rule, then you're already a lifetime full member. So all this can be managed seamlessly. It can be automated, and the system just manages because it's been defined in the rule. So we will do that in the future. Create promotion, target a particular audience, manage program members as well. It is important because the engagement of your members will determine the fulfillment of the benefits that has been defined. So you need to manage this appropriately, manage the benefit as well. And then essentially your fulfillment needs to be, it needs to be created. And then you must deliver. Whatever you have promised. Create incentives, disbursement process, that will be triggered the moment this eligibility has been determined based on the process rule. All right. Moving on, this again, I will repeat it. Program structure needs to be well defined. Depending on the use case of your business, is it B2B, is it a B2C? Whatever the structure is, you need to align it, with the business needs. What does your business need? And the tiered system also. Tier system is usually where people need to move through